And we're recording. All right, good. So hopefully you guys can see this. I'm going to try to move it a little bit closer, and then I'm going to draw on it and show you guys how to do this fun stuff. All right. Excuse me. All right. Everybody can see my whiteboard. Thumbs up. Don't need to see me. Thanks, Rob. All right. So here we go, and this is why you want to do this. So remember, feel free, all of you guys are muted right now, so if you're trying to ask me questions or talk, I can't hear you. So unmute yourself and then talk, and then I can hear you. Okay, here we go. So this is why you want to do this. So I'm just going to use myself as an example. Gavin, that's me. Can everybody see that? Good? Great? Cool. We're good? All right, good. All right. So spouse account, we're going to do that with an S. So usually how it works, usually what you want to do is you want to sign your spouse account up into your weak leg. Okay, so remember the weak leg is the one that the team's not helping you building. That one will be called your strong leg. So in this scenario that I'm drawing for you guys here, this is going to be your weak leg and this is going to be your strong leg. And the reason that you do this is because your strong leg is usually going to have a lot of coaches in it already for you. So it's cool that you can balance out the volume here with both of these businesses, okay? Yours and your spouse's, okay? So the spouse account isn't really cool right off the bat. I mean, it does help you right away for the newer coaches who are trying to get to Emerald, for example, because your spouse account is one of the two coaches you need to get to Emerald. So remember, one in the left, one in the right that you personally sponsor, that equals Emerald. Once you hit Emerald, you get to start cycling, okay? So cycling is the other revenue stream that we have with Beachbody. I'm going to kind of briefly just talk a little bit about cycling. If you guys have questions about it, I know we have newer coaches in here. We also have coaches that know a lot about cycling already. So if you have any other questions, just chime in and ask them pretty much. Okay. So cycling, for those of you who are new or just need a refresher, 200 volume on one side, 100 on the other. Okay. So volume points. Everything in Beachbody has volume associated with it. Your Shakeology order that you get every month, that's worth 90 volume points. So when your coaches under you are getting volume through their Shakeology orders, through customer orders, etc., etc. When you have 200 volume in one leg and 100 in the other one, so if you split this down the middle, one side, the other side, 200 in one side, 100 in the other, that's a cycle, okay? Any questions on that? I'm not going to go into it in detail unless needed. I can, but I'm not going to do it right now, okay? So let's talk a little bit more about the spouse account and why it's cool, okay? So like I said, it maybe is not as cool right away because you're funding two accounts, right? You have to keep this one active. Key here, I've been getting this question a little bit more than I wanted to really, but to be an active coach, remember, just signing a coach up doesn't mean anything. They have to be active, which means they have to either be ordering something or they have to have customers ordering from them. And you need a total of 50 personal volume points to be an active coach. Okay, so when we talk about the spouse account, yeah, you're keeping it active, okay, but you only need to keep it active with the minimum. I'm not going to make you you don't have to be ordering Shakeology on it. You know, really what you want to do, and this would help you across the board, get like a customer, get like a Shake customer or something like that, somebody that's going to be ordering month after month, sign that customer up under this account, and then they're good because every month that Shake order is going to go out 90 volume points. They're set. They only need 50. They're getting 90. Now that account's basically running by itself. The only thing that you're funding is the $16, the coach fee, the monthly coach fee, and that's it. Okay? It's a little idea for you. This way you're not funding it outside of the coach fee. That's where you want to be at pretty much. Okay? So you have this one active. Outside of the spouse account, which I really didn't talk about and I didn't really touch on in the Diamond Mine group yet, is that the rule with Beachbody is U+2. So basically, you can fund up to 2 additional accounts other than the one that you're funding, okay? This is like a cool thing. You can't do this with like every business, every MLM. This is a cool thing that Beachbody allows you to do. That's why I'm trying to help you guys take advantage of this as much as you can. So U+2 really means that outside of the spouse account that I talk about, you can actually fund another account too. So say that's spouse account, and then this can be like mom or something over here. So if you really wanted to, you can fund both of these accounts. Then you're making yourself emerald, right? You rank advanced here. Now you're emerald. So now you're cycling, and now you run 2 accounts. Once again, yeah, you're funding it. Down the road, this is what I need you guys to think. Big picture, down the road. Why are these accounts cool? So now say, we're going to go further down. Let's just talk about like diamond real quick. So diamond is 4. Did I draw that? Okay, good. 4 and 4. Okay. 8 coaches, 4 and 4. But now that you have these 2 accounts here, you can make them emerald yourself, okay? So I'm hoping that you're earning the income from these accounts. That's the idea. So whether the spouse is really working the business or not, doesn't matter. As long as you can see the money from mom's account and spouse account, feel free to build those accounts up. Now, after you get here, you can build the spouse account up, sign 2 more coaches under that, make this an emerald right here. And then you can do the same thing with mom's account over here, and you can make her emerald too. Now, this is Gavin's account here, is now a diamond account. And now mom and spouse are both emeralds. So now you're cycling with this guy, you're cycling with mom's account, and you're cycling up here too. Okay, so now you have 3 business centers that are earning money. Okay, so this is where it really comes into play, is like not necessarily right away, but down the road when you start doing these things and you get these accounts up to emerald, I mean, now you have multiple income streams. Do people see that? Do you understand kind of what I'm saying? Kind of get it a little bit? All right, good. I'm just taking that as a yes because nobody's saying anything, so I figure we're good. All right, next step. Okay, so if we're following the build plan, okay, so first step is to get you to diamond, right? Next step is to get the spouse account to diamond. Okay. Now the reason that we talk about diamond is, like I said in the video, hopefully you guys all watched it, is not necessarily to be like, oh, you're a diamond. The thing is here is like at emerald, I'm going to draw an E here. Your cycle bonus is $14. Okay. But at diamond, your cycle bonus jumps up to $18. So once the $4 difference isn't a lot if you're only cycling like 5 times a month. Okay, that's $20. Okay, $20 isn't a lot of money. Who cares? But when you're cycling 50 times a month or 100 times a month, now you're talking the difference of like $200 or $400 difference. Okay, that's a lot. And that's why we're following this build plan, because I'm trying to maximize your cycle bonus. Okay, so remember, the cycle bonus is cool because it's you earning residual income, you making money from your business, you making money from not necessarily doing anything at all. It's your team, your business earning money for you. Okay, and that's what we're focused on. So now following the build plan, again, we're going to go back. I'm going backwards. Now we're going to make the spouse account a diamond. Okay, so now what happens there, now instead of emerald, now this is a diamond, right? So now spouse account's making $18 on the cycle bonus. You're now a 1-star up here, which doesn't really change anything for you. You still make 18, 18's the cap, but now you're 1-star. Okay, so now you're making $18 here, and you're making $18 up here on your cycle bonuses. Okay, so now you're earning 18 and 18. If you took advantage of the U+2, you have even more power in your hands now. Now you control this account over here. You can make this account a diamond as well. Now, 18 across the board. You just bumped yourself up to 2-star right here. 2-star is cool. So 1-star, who cares? 2-star is cool. I'm going to show you why. So now you're making 18, 18, 18 up here. When you hit 2-star, you get to open another business center. You get to sign yourself up as a coach again. Okay? So it sounds kind of funny, okay? But it's like, I'm going to sign Gavin again down here. Gavin number 2. I run that business as well. That's mine. So now you have control over 4 business centers. You can earn here, you can earn here, here, and here all together. Okay? Now you can do the same thing with this business. You can, build this guy up. If he hits diamond down here, now you're 3-star up here. I mean, you can just keep going with this. The same thing happens down in Gavin number 2. Once that hits 2-star, you can open another business center. You can do that 25 times. Okay? You can have 25 Gavins or 25 Julies or whatever your name is. You can have 25 of those. Okay. 2-star is a really cool rank. Okay. Emerald is a cool rank because you get to start doing team cycle bonus. 2-star to me is the next coolest rank because you get to open this new business center, and that's huge. Because remember, everything that you're doing down here, I know you guys can't really see it, but everything you're doing down here in this business, all of that comes up to that business. You're going to get cycle money there. Everything in between here and here, Gavin 2 and Mom, now Mom's going to cycle off all that volume right there. That's more money for you. Now, all that goes up to Gavin 1. He cycles off all that volume too. That's more money there. Oh, and then we forgot about spouse account over here, who's cycling off of this volume too. That's more money for you right there. You basically have 4 income streams with this setup, okay? So we didn't really talk about U+2, but even with the spouse account, you'd still have 3 different businesses pulling in an income. This is a lot of info, so I hope you guys are kind of getting a little bit of it. But this is where we're going with that build strategy. This is why we're doing it. This is what I'm trying to get to, okay? And that's why we're doing it. It's a lot of info, especially for new coaches, so if you're like brain overload, that's okay. I can draw this like a million times. I'm really good at it, this kind of thing. So another thing you can do to take advantage more of the spouse account, okay? So I'm just gonna like kind of erase some of this stuff because we don't really need all of it. It's a lot of garbage stuff anyways. So this leg in particular over here. So basically you and the spouse account are sharing this outside leg, right? This is the strong leg over here. So you're going to be getting these coaches in here. I'll just put B and C and D and all this. Okay, so B, C, and D are also building their legs. You know, they have a leg that goes this way and they're building over here. You know, all this volume comes up to spouse account, right? Spouse account is going to collect the volume over here. Spouse account also has inside leg right here. Everything cycles here. Everything then goes up to Gavin's account up here and cycle again. What is cool is once you kind of get this outside leg set up, so as most of you know, if we've talked about cycle before, we've always talked about this upside down V. So you're always building the outsides. You're building over here and you're building down this way. When you have the spouse account, you can start playing with things a little bit and you can start going against that to maximize your cycle bonus. Now how this works is, see, as you built up this outside leg, we're really hoping like B, C, and D are like building up their businesses. They're building up this inside leg. They're building up the outside. They're doing stuff over here because all of this comes back up to you right here, right? So what you can start doing, instead of placing coaches down in the V where you would normally go on the outside, you can start signing coaches over here into the spouse's inside leg because you don't care where the coaches are. These are still your personally sponsored coaches if you signed them up under the Gavin account. These are still Gavin's coaches. They're still signed here. But now what happens is you're helping the spouse account maximize the cycle bonus, okay? There's more coaches down here, which means more volume, right? So there's going to be a lot of volume collecting in this leg. So I'm drawing a dotted line. In this leg of the spouse account, there's a lot of volume being collected right there. So now by helping the spouse account, by placing coaches in the spouse account's inside leg, you're increasing the volume, therefore maximizing the cycle bonus here. Because, once again, like I said, you don't care because all of this is going to come up to the Gavin account, or whatever the heck your name is, account up top, and you're going to be able to cycle off of all of it. So you don't care whether you're placing here or out here. So now you can help yourself by placing in the inside leg of the spouse account. Make sense? You guys, did you all fall asleep? Everyone's like zoned out, like, oh my God, what is happening? Okay. This is how this works, okay? This is how we are going to maximize your team cycle bonus, TCB. Kind of sounds like Taco Bell, but there's a C in the middle. TCB, we're going to maximize that. Money for nothing, that's what we're trying to do. Okay, that's the goal of the diamond mine. This is it right here. This is the magic. Questions? You're all muted, so I can't hear you. Remember, so if you want to unmute yourself and ask a question, then I can answer it. If not, then you guys are good to go. I mean, I just gave you everything you need right here. This is it.
Well, Gavin, there's one thing.
Uh-oh.
The quarterly bonuses for 2-star.
There you go.
That's a big deal.
Yeah. So I don't. This good point, Rob, and I get that. I didn't want to focus too much on the bonus. It is cool, for sure.
I want that bonus.
I know you do. The bonus is cool, but like I don't want you guys to. The big point about 2-star isn't the bonus. It's the business center. So as Rob said, you know, our goal is to after 2-star get to 5. So if you guys don't know, 2-star is good, and then 5, and then 10, and then 15. And the reason that these are cool is because you get to do the quarterly bonus. So how the quarterly bonus works is they have these different quarterly periods, and then over the period, as long as you hold whatever rank, you know, one of these ranks, if you hold it for 6 weeks consecutive during that, then you get paid out the bonus check, okay? So the quarterly bonus check, to give you guys an idea, has anybody seen what quarterly bonus checks look like in Beachbody at all? Julie's shaking her head yes, like she's like super happy. So she must have seen. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys an idea of what the quarterly bonuses are, okay? And this is probably from a year ago when I actually saw them, what they are, okay? So at 2-star, it's probably like two grand is my guess, okay? So it's every quarter, this is bonus money on top of your team cycle bonus money, okay? I'd say it's probably like 2K, okay? 5-star, I'm gonna guess that one is probably around like 8. I'm gonna say, I know what the number is supposed to add up to, so I'm just trying to make sure I make it there. 15, 25. Yeah, I'd say this one's probably about 15K. Yeah, that sounds right. 15, 23, 25. Yeah. And then this one here is like, I think this one's like 25K. Yeah. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, so you got 25, 15, 8, and 2. Okay? Now, the part I didn't tell you, which is the really cool part, is based on the level that you are. So if I was a 10-star, right here, if I'm a 10-star, I get this bonus, and that bonus. So you get them all. Okay? So if you're here, you're looking at, you know, like around this much every quarter. Okay? So it's 50K a quarter in bonus checks only. Okay? So that's like 200K a year in bonus checks. Okay? So these add to each other. So the higher you get your bonus and the pool bonus underneath you. Okay? Cool. People like money, I guess. I think. I don't know. And if you don't like your bonus money, you can send it to Rob. He likes bonus money. It's your call. So, along with what we're doing, you notice in my build plan, we never even went higher than 5-star. Okay? 5-star was the max that I had you guys go to, and then the last step was to get 5 stars underneath you. Okay? Because what you guys are going to see and what's cool, like I said, these are cool, right? I mean, it's cool getting like 15,000 a quarter. That's awesome. But when you go look at these top earners in Beachbody and their team cycle bonus, I mean, these guys are pulling in like $6,000 or $7,000 a week in team cycle bonus. So, I mean, okay, yeah, 15K a quarter is cool, but when you're making 30 grand a month, who cares? You know, that's just like a little icing on the cake for you. And that's what I'm trying to get you guys to. I want you guys to see that. So I want you to see it beyond the cycle bonus. So, but yeah, there you go. Cycle bonus. Cool. Right?
I like icing on my cake.
Bingo. What else, guys? Thanks, Rob. Good point on the cycle bonus. I forgot about that. What else? What else do you want to know? Doesn't have to be about this, because it looks like a giant mess right now, but it made sense at one point.
I think it's important to know that Beachbody hasn't been around for that long. It's only been around for about 8 years. There's a lot more people to touch and to communicate with and connect with, to invite to do this. So it should be pretty easy for us to be able to do that. I mean, we talk to people every day that we know that we can help. It's just getting them to understand that it does work.
Right. Yeah, no, I agree with that 100%. I mean, it's not difficult. I mean, that's why I always get frustrated when people come to me and they're like, oh, I talked to everyone and nobody wants to do this. Well, that's not possible because I find multiple people every month that want to do this. So if I'm finding them, you could have easily have found the same people. So, I mean, there is plenty of people out there, customers, people for coaches. I try to give you guys ideas on how you can bring more coaches into the business, thinking outside of the box a little bit, not thinking necessarily about the health and fitness sides of things, but really digging deep into what people need and what people want and how to, connect the business with that and bring them in that way. I mean, there's a lot of ways to do this. So, I mean, find the way that works for you and then use that to bring people in. I mean, you talk about like Beachbody earned, revenue wise, they earned $1 billion last year. Okay, it was their first year that they earned $1 billion. What's really cool about that is like the coaching network, as Julie said, we're only in like the U.S. and Canada only right now. So there's these other MLMs out there, and they boast about their multi-billion dollars in sales. They're worldwide. They're everywhere. Like we're only here. This is like the tip. We're just like a little piece. Like when we start going more and more and more, there's tons more people. So, I mean, even now we have the advantage of being where we're at. There's a lot of people still out there, tons of people. I think I talked with a lot of you guys about that. The top coach from last year, she signed up 365 coaches last year. So she basically signed a coach a day. Okay, it seems like a lot when you think about it, like, holy crap, a coach a day, that's a lot of coaches. But when you think about 365 people out of the entire US and Canadian population, what percentage is that? It's like nothing. It's not a lot of people at all. There's so many more people than that. Okay, and we can do the same thing. I mean, it's not hard to do. Okay, you just need to focus on it, find something that works, use it, and do it. So, yeah. Good point. So I'm like reading Julie's message. Okay. Anything else? Everybody good?
Go Badgers.
There you go. That's sweet. Okay. If you guys do have additional questions about this, I kind of plan on making a video about this for Diamond Mine in particular. So I'll probably draw up some more stuff like this. Mainly on this aspect of things, but take full advantage of the spouse account. I mean, I'm doing it for your benefit. I hope you know that it is not for my benefit at all. It's completely for you and to build your business, because this is going to be huge down the road. It's going to be big. You don't see it now, but it's going to be big down the road for you to have that extra account. And if you want to have two, go for it. The second one, you don't even have to sign up right away. Maybe that's a late thing, maybe do it a little bit later. But the thing I wanted you to know to sign up your spouse early instead of late is because I think I was talking to Jenny about this actually when we had our last meeting. It would suck like if you waited, on signing up the mom account and, you got all these other coaches in here that were coming in, that you're signing up instead, and they're like, all right, fine, I'll sign up mom right now. And then all of a sudden, like Coach B right here becomes like a 15-star diamond coach. Well, mom misses out on all the volume that B is doing because mom's underneath. She only sees maybe half of it. She only sees whatever B put in the strong leg over here, when she could actually have been right here where A is and be seeing everything that they're doing. That's the benefit of signing them up earlier instead of later. Is you're going to miss out on the coaches in between who decide they want to blow up the business. Okay? So if you want to take a chance, totally up to you. I'm just telling you that's why you want to sign up earlier. Cool? Makes sense. All right, that's it, because it's almost 8 o'clock. Yeah. That's all I got.
I have one thing.
Oh, okay, Rob, go ahead.
Okay, well, I signed a coach yesterday, and I sold a challenge pack on Easter. And
Nice.
I thought that was pretty cool, but then I started thinking later, I'm like, I'm going to hell. And then later on, I was like praying about it, and I just said, well, Gavin made me do it, so then all was forgiven.
There you go.
If you don't know Rob, he's a big jokester. You get to know him very quickly.
Oh, man.
Just watch his posts. You'll know about Rob.
All right. Anything else? Anybody?
Thanks, Gav.
Yeah, sure. No problem. All right. So this is going to be recorded. So, I mean, you guys will have a recording of this too. So if you can make sense of all this nonsense and everything that I said, cool. If not, ask questions. That's it. Thanks for jumping on. I'll see you guys next week or before, maybe for some of you. See you later.
Bye.